And welcome back, everybody. Our round of 16 matches are getting underway. On your right, you see Nick Zuffelato on lane 5, and on lane number 4, Joey Lister. Our 8 and 9 seeds. Joey Lister defeated Dave Malahan in the previous round.
Greg, left side of the bracket. Left side of the bracket goes first.
Zuffelato starts with 5 pins. The other match will be Josh Daley and Mark Smith after the first 5 boxes. Lister gets underway, gets a slice of the head pin and a slice of a couple others. 2-9-10. Zuffelato, of course, our number 8 qualifier. He won the 3-man random draw team at Exeter Lanes, spearheading his effort to get the first round bye. Lister starts off with the extra pin. My name is Greg Gouillart, and we're live here on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, and of course also on Facebook for other matches, including others still in progress here at Exeter Lanes. 8 matchups still on the way from almost all of the dozen lanes we have here in Exeter, New Hampshire. Zuffelato just wide of the object. Lister still picking pins there. They will roll nicely if you ask nicely. As Zuffelato gets on the outside of the 2-pin here, he picks up 2 more pins, and that will create a 1-pin edge and bring the match back to level. Lister scored very well in all of the Academy doubles event, Lakeside singles elimination, and Woburn doubles as well. Zuffelato trying to slice this desperately. Tough to do against the spread eagle. No mark for either bowler. So, there's 10. Okay. The winner of Zuffelato and Lister will go on to face the winner of Bowler of the Year Ayotte versus Ryan Drago, who you just saw defeat John Winchell. Lister with a big hit and the best chance here with the 10-pin. Kevin.
Well, Greg, I was just about to say over on the other side there was a couple big upsets today. One of them is being Brian Fuller Jr. being Dave Garwin at 217 to 191 to face off against Hall of Famer Greg Goldberg. And another big upset, which by no surprise is Pete Moakley going up against Shawn Baker.
Zuffelato displeased with that 3rd ball there. Not often you get these high caliber bowlers rolling less than 200, but sometimes you just have one of those days. Lister makes his spare. The advantage to generate a 10-pin advantage. Thanks again to Kevin Burns for his insight there. And to all the Candlepin Bowling Network team, there's a strike. Lister dumps an 8-fill, but Zuffelato right back on track. Webster will still want to make this. He does, back to back. And in the first of these 4 quarters, effectively, he's off to the flying start. Now over to Josh Daley, the number 3 seed, and Mark Smith, the number 19 seed. Smith with one of those upset wins Kevin mentioned, defeating Shawn Taylor. Winner of this match will face the winner of Dave Barber versus Chris Gouillart, who you saw just defeat Ed Woodside. Daley picking up right where he left off. 6-pin won't drop for him, though. Bad split, I'm afraid. Smith also has a split. Unless this 4-pin cooperates, I think that's actually worse than the lead, I'm afraid. Then the wood gets out of it. It's triple wood in the channel, in fact, so at least it'll be fair. Daley's got to cut this pin across. It won't go. Daley, the winner of the past 2 Pro Series events, both at Exeter Lanes and in Woburn, and was runner-up the event before at Webster Timber Lanes, the 3-man random draw. Two vicious splits and 2 8-boxes to start. Triangle number 3 for Daley. Smith, big hit, 6-pin stance. The difference in the last match were a couple of marks. 2 strings doesn't always generate large pinning advantages, but some of them got close, and they easily may well have. Smith spares. First mark of that match. Something I keep meaning to say edgewise, but I'll get to it in just a moment. This is a diamond and 7 for Daley. Mark Smith with the big Hollywood smile, as Paul Grant would say. 110. Daley trying to slice that diamond desperately. Not a bad cut at all, but nothing doing. Smith trying to get the wood to go, but it bounces in all the wrong directions. Basically moved everywhere on the pin plate except into the pins. Good cut that was. Almost caught him all. So an 8 fill and a 9 box. Apologies for not marking the spare smudge, but all scores to see are correct now. Remember, 2 strings total pinfall. Three and 1 split. Daley trying to cut it. Oh, we cut it behind. The consistency to always put some kind of cut is impressive, even if this time it didn't pan out. Probably not. Daley, of course, also uncorked a ridiculous series, including a 176 high single against Brian Fuller Jr. That was in the New England Knockout Tournament, which we wish we'd had more of a chance to cover, but just hasn't panned out that way. Eight-pin match, the mark making the difference here. 4-5-7. New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association tournament is being held here at Exeter Lanes in New Hampshire, April 1st through May 6th. $5,000 added prize money by the New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association. 1 in 6 entries will cash. All sorts of events, all sorts of shifts. Please contact Exeter Lanes for more information on how you can take on or be one of the best of the best. Daley 10 and Smith 8. Back to match number 1. Alternating between the matches, 5 boxes at a time. Lister first. On a spare fill. Goes right, but slices back. 5 it is. Zuffelato on the strike. Gotta get the angle just right. These pins don't go for just anybody. I thought Lister had enough of the outside to take that, but nothing doing. Zuffelato, good bid, but the 7-pin stands. That all drops on the strike. Zuffelato 9 and stays 9 against Lister's 8. Kevin.
Well, Greg, I figured I'd come over and tell you that I just went over and watched Danny Harris. Danny Harris was on an 81 half when Spears strikes, so he is annihilating Steve Walsh.
Of course
And
of
the
course
winner,
he's feeling well.
And the winner of that match will either face against Brian Fuller Jr. or Craig Holbrook.
Sorry to cut you off there, but Zuffelato just threw a huge hammer there. I had to get that in edgewise.
And the winner of your match will face off either against Brian Draco or Jim Mayo.
2 formidable sources of competition. Meanwhile, this competition is starting to tighten up here. Only 8 pins, and Freshy, as we call Nick Zuffelato, is able to close the difference here. Again, that left to right break is just a little too much, unfortunately. Zuffelato, strike fill. These pins are all dropping on. 4 horsemen. Leading back might be a bit more mischievous than anything. Let's just got a good break on the ball here. Easter Classic tournament's coming up, and Lister was a higher placed bowler for a lot of the way. It didn't go all 20 strings. Good 9th drop for Zuffelato. But as we look forward to the Easter Sunday 20-string Classic at Exeter Lanes, Nashua, it'll be exciting to see him and a lot of other bowlers with great storylines. I hope you'll join us for that coverage. We will be there all day. I know I will be. I mentioned previously I thought it would be late, but it's looking increasingly like it actually might not be. So you will see wall-to-wall coverage of it all. Pins drop out for Lister, 6-10. Zuffelato had that strike ball working, no spares yet. Lister on the left side of the wood, got it. Had to avoid the wood on the right side of the channel, and he sure did. 3rd mark. Zuffelato, ooh, he went left side of the wood. 4-6-10, trying to get that to do something. Tall order. The cut shot sure wasn't on, but a good pins on the 3rd ball. You see the dashes there. So we are level pegging. But Lister's going to break this tie here with this ball. 5. Living on the 3-pin a bit, but living right. Zuffelato again frustrated with the pinfall. That pin, ooh, pin disappeared before it could tap the 8 out. Pins can be tapped over. They're not the most resilient pins. Not that it's making it any easier for these bowlers. Zuffelato cut that into the 7, but not the 4. 10 for Lister. And he finishes with 111. Zuffelato just the 9. So Lister also picked up 6 pins in the pinning as well, which is exactly the advantage at this point. Strike ball working for Zuffelato, and that could also play a factor down the line. We transition now to Josh Daley and Mark Smith, who are 3 and 19 seeds. Mark Smith upset Shawn Taylor, a very good bowler who finished very high up, in fact, the #1 in the Woburn doubles qualifying, including with a 170 high single. But we don't have him, we have Smith. And Daley was wondering how in the world he's left this one, 6'7", 6'8", 9'10". As it comes off the wall. So this match a tight one right now. Just the one mark from Mark Smith, in a manner of speaking. 59-54. Smith got a strike there.
Just like that.
Daley almost ripped the rack himself. 9 dropped, 1 stands. Curtain on this one, I'm afraid. Opportunity gets away. There's the pin. Smith with deep runs in both the Academy doubles knockout and the Woburn doubles knockout. Put the 10 for Daley on the board, folks. Here we see it. Now then, 1-3-4. Arguably a better shot for Daley than the last one.
19.
No, Smith will get by the head pin here. So will Daley. Smith got everything except the head pin, so we'll put 9 on the strike. And 10 in the box. Moving the pinning advantage closer to even right here. Only 2 pin advantage for Josh Daley at this point. 2 mark advantage for Smith. The deciding factor so far. Headpin Smith, split. Headpin again, another split for Daley. He cannot solve these pins, but try as he might. It's the same leave, in fact, 3-6-7. There was a barn door in front of the 7, but it doesn't make it easy. Daley had wood, can't spin it in. Smith completes 10. Wood wasn't on anyway for Daley, so it spins out and gives him a 9 box. A lot of splits for Daley. That's really the only reason you're seeing him in double digits right now without a mark. And still a whole string to go. That's it. Add that little extra bit of mustard. Thank you very much. An overdue headpin explosion for Daley. Smith was accurate on ball 2. Ball 3 again. Well, chipping out half the rack. That's how it is in Candlepin sometimes. He concludes with 106, and we'll see a strike fill from Josh Daley. There it is, head pin again, wants another, close. It will not be, it will be either 19 or 20 on the end to claw this match closer to even. Wood is detached out there, it spins out on him, scored a 9 fill, and he does make triple digits with resilient pinning and the strike on the end. Mark Smith, a 5-pin early advantage. I had to score wrong Zuffelato on 104. That's the only adjustment we need to make. Here's a brief look at both scoreboards as we stand. We're flipping back to Zuffelato and Lister. And perhaps you might be flipping across all our matches here on Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube, some combination. Bob Lee's on the restream doing both. I'm on YouTube. Paul, Justin on Facebook, making the magic happen. Zuffelato. Left a triangle. Triangle number 2. Lister put 5. 5 down to start. There we go. Zuffelato grabs the early edge. Oh, Lister does very well to get that 9. Maintaining that 6-pin pinning advantage he brought into the second string. At least with that score adjustment to Zuffelato, it might have been a missed fill. I have it down to 6 pins difference. Apologies if the error was actually a fill. Put 6 on it for Zuffelato, 16. Lister sending the pins this way, and that, ooh, 5-10. Of course, how can I be remiss in mentioning Zuffelato is also runner-up to Josh Daley in the other match in the Lita Singles Knockout Tournament. Even Stevens. We got leaves for each of them. 4-7 for Zuffelato, 1-3-6 Lister. Freshy's try has Wood there, bounced it off and got it. Lister outside on the 1, does not get it. Advantage Zuffelato. Score that 9. 3 straight 9s for Lister.
Come on, Joey.
Now then, again, Phil Ball doesn't get the head pin, but Freshy's going to scoop 5 out of this. Lister gets the head pin. Pin hiding back there. There it goes. 2-4-7. Lister jams the 4 pin into the wall just in front of the 7. It's been gapped. Well placed again. Wood deflected Lister's ball away. He'll take 9 yet again. 4 marks to 3 in Zuffalato's favor. That's the major edge right now, including those 2 strikes, which he dropped a 9-fill on each. And that's why Freshy has the 7-pin edge he does right now. Tries it again. He's got the upside down triangle this time. But there is Wood in the middle, which doesn't make the shot the daunting task it usually is. Sure looks like fun. Got on the left side. Oh, it deflected everything away. The horizontal Wood slid all the pins out of the way. There's a roadblock. How would you have played that shot? That's a very interesting one, and I'm not sure I would have gotten that right either. A lot of fun angles of attack on that one. Depending on your perspective and definition on fun. Josh Daley and Mark Smith. They got into a 5-pin nail biter. Daley with that clutch strike on the end to bring the match closer to even. A spare and a strike for Smith, both well filled, creating the difference right now. Daley starts off on the head pin directly. It's at least the 5th split I've counted, and I've probably missed others. Smith splits as well, but he has Wood available. Now Daley's fighting for pins. Smith got it. Wood collected.
Let's go.
Daley needs pins. Got it. What a great out that is. Turns 3 into 9. So Smith generating an advantage, but not as much as it could have been. Put that swell jersey on Daley from Darren Tang's collection, PBA bowler. 2, 4, 6, and 10. Smith wants a fill here. He's lost the ball this time, so not as good as the others, but still 4, creating a 10-pin advantage. Daley jams the 2 pins. And down to the 3rd balls. Kevin Burns alongside.
Well, Greg, I got a lot to update you on. Chris Munoz and Dave Barber. Barber's leading 139 to 104. Keith Beaupre is trailing Shawn Baker 149 to 103. Tim Douglas and Corey Peony. Douglas is leading by 4 pins, 117 to 113.
Ooh.
Craig Colbrook is losing Fuller Jr. 133 to 104. Steve Walsh and Danny Harris 124 to 163 in favor of Danny Harris. And Ryan Draco actually beat the number 1 seed in the tournament, 111 to 106 over Jimbo.
After the first string of 2, but what a great start. Hey, there's a shot.
And I'll be back with more for you as the half goes on.
Please do, Kevin, anytime. Smith came close to his spare try here, but the pin didn't tip back, 3 into 8. Now he'll try it again, ramps in 10.
On her back.
3 10 boxes for each. But the combination of that 4 fill in the last spare and the 4 pins in hand for Daley means it's a closer match, and Daley's got a chance to blow this open. Blow this closer together, I suppose. That's not a sentence. What a great fill that is. Diamond right side for Smith. And you've seen how dastardly those diamonds are before. Wood's there for Daley. He'll use the cab. Ooh! Wanted the broadside of the pin, surely. He knows. Now Wood's frozen behind. Gets that. Smith picks up the 2 pins just off the wall there. Could that be the difference maker in this 1-pin match? Still 6 to go. Usually when Daley gets upset, the results are destructive, and you see it there. 6 pin. Smith, 6 pin drops for him, yes. Single apiece, Daley's got it. Still fuming about the last one. Smith responds. Oh, this one's going to be good down the stretch. Folks, this is what we got on tap for you here on Candlepin Bowling Network. You see the 2 matches, both single-digit gaps in the score. I do dare to mention that any ties would result in a 1-string roll-off. And heaven forbid any further ties would be 2 boxes each. Joey Lister. Headpin and another straight punch. I know we've seen that a couple times in lane 5 now. Zuffelato, he's crossed over a bit. 4-8. So they're trying to send the pin off the wall. Yes, it goes. Zuffalato's got that backup ball. It goes in left to right, and he worked on the outside to get it to go. Good sticks for Lister. He's got 10. Nothing worse than 9. So Zuffelato now generating a 2-mark advantage. Lister generated a little extra in pinning, but Zuffelato generated extra in strike fills. Head pin split. About the best Lister could do with that, unless he found some ridiculous slice left to right off the tip of the wood. This one looks vertical for Zuffelato. Can he send it? Yes!
Shot, Nick.
Brilliant make, 6 fill and another. We'll score that 9 for Lister. Did pretty well against that split, but behind a box, or am I? It should be 65 for Lister, but scores noted differently. Just 4 for Zuffelato. This match is not over yet. Lister needs a ridiculous cut here. 6, 7, 9 doesn't go. Maybe there was some hope to jump the 6-pin, I don't know, into the front of the wood. That seems almost physically inhuman. Oh, good shot, Zuffelato. He's done it again. 3 marks, 5 in the string. Freshy getting it done. And now Zuffelato is way ahead here. Lister's in what I call the miracle zone, where we need a double striker, sudden bad pinning to get something to go here with the remaining 2 frames. Then we'll keep it here. We'll be down to 8 bowlers. Hey, 7. It's a must make for Lister. Got the object pin again. Nothing doing. Zuffelato cuts it over and recovers from the headpin miss, and he's got 4 straight. Lister pinning to the end, 9. Hasn't had a mark, not for lack of trying. thin slice, and that's it. Nick Zuffelato will advance. Come on, work with me. 6 fill. And the final score is Lister's second string is a 91 for a total of 202. And Nick Zuffalato's 10 for a 133 ending, 237 end. Take that smudge away. You see it here, other matches still in progress. We'll begin the round of 8 after they conclude. Kevin Burns, of course, also roving around with reporting. But in the meantime, we will go to Josh Daley and Mark Smith. Both on a spare fill in a one-pin match. And both get 8. I think we're in for a good one, folks. Another good one, I hasten to add. Yeah, Smith splits the difference. Daley just shades around. So first put the 10 on the board. Daley's missed a few singles he thought he should have had, so Smith has the advantage now, depending on this fill. And here's Kevin Burns at the latest.
All I can say is, wow. Danny Harris is going to be facing off against Brian Fuller Jr. Harris finished with a 290. If Brian Fuller Jr. defeated Greg Colbert with a 294.
Whoa!
That's going to be a good match, Greg. I can't wait for it.
Hope they saved some in the tank for the rest of it, as they proverbially say. Smith jumped forward to spare fill. That's fair contact, got the wood, so we'll score that 8. Daley the same 8, so 3-pin match. The 4 fill tilted the match in Mark Smith's favor, but has not decided it yet. Mark Smith has 2 more marks, but Daley's pinning is actually clawing him back into this. Now then. 5 will tip, 9 will stand. Daley's got this one. Head pin. And Wood is behind the 4, unless another piece moves in front. It will. No, straight through for Smith. He was twice accurate, nothing doing. Daley's got it. He's got his mark. Back and forth we go. 2 to go. Fair ball. The wood spins around on Smith, so he'll take 9. You see the margin, you see the ball on the opposite side. Both bowlers with 1 strike already, the rest spares. Daley carves in, more drop. That's 8. Honest, looking for a spare. Smith had a devious 4-7-10 to work with, nothing doing.
Hey Greg, Danny Harris threw a 163 first, 122nd, 290, advancing over Steve Walsh into the quarterfinals next. And Shawn Baker, 149 first, 250 has won also the number 2 seed on the next round.
That's Paul Grant. Thank you very much.
Beaupre.
Beaupre had a strong string prior. Make sure I've got this right. Josh is 112. Smith Smith 99. Yep. Scores are correct as you see it, so it's down to this last box here. We'll go after the 10th. Now Smith needs to fade this mark. That's a very good development for Daley right now. Smith has one last chance. He needs to make this. That's a very good bid, but nothing doing. 10-pin won't go. Daley's does. Daley advances. And once again, Kevin Burns.
Well, Greg, I have to say I've been running around like enough for the last 20 minutes. Here's an outset for you. Shawn Baker defeats Keith Holbrook 250 to 226. Holbrook got defeated by Brian Fuller Jr. 290 to 220.
How about that?
So it's going to be Danny Harris versus Brian Fuller Jr. And it's going to be... so we can find out who the winner of the match next to us. And
So can you recap once again the round of 8 matchups that we know so far?
all that I know so far is Fuller Jr. is moving on, Danny Harris is moving on, Freshy is moving on, and looks like Judge Daley is moving on because the match just finished. And right now we're just waiting to see who's going to face Judge Daley and Shawn Baker.
Thank you, Kevin. Just looking at my notes here.
I have to update my notes.
We have matchups due on 4 and 5 every step of the way, so we will be able to bring you coverage of all the rest as we go. Semifinals will be on 4 and 5, both of them, and then the finals on 2 and 3. Round of 8, so
Quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. Yes, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Quarterfinals. And then semifinals. Yeah.
so yeah, your setup still want to join me?
Yeah.
Apologies, folks. We should take an audio timeout, but we have the round of 8 and the semifinals coming up here on 4 and 5. Bob Lee's stream will have the finals eventually, but still plenty more bowling to come right here on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. We will be right back. Just an update, folks. We will be getting started with the round of 8 matches in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. No, let's get going. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Good luck, bowlers. Brian Fuller Jr. starts off this round of 8 matchup on lane 5 here at Exeter Lanes. He competes against Danny Harris this time, and joining me on the call here is Paul Grant.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Great job as always.
See Danny Harris with a 2-4 here. I'll turn it back to you in just a moment. Might as well finish what I started. Fuller Jr. trying to cut the pin across.
Danny Harris at 163 in that last round, the second round, his first round after the bye. Number 4 seed at a 163 4-strike performance and a 127 290 2-string total to advance over Steve Walsh. And Brian Fuller Jr., the number 12 seed. Here in lane 5 in Exeter. Three-two split. Harris 2. He's working a strike. What else is new? Fuller, nice bid. Got it. Wow, what a shot for a spare. 20 the ball through 2.
I'm like, you walked right by him.
Harris 1-4 right side 6-10. Quarterfinal action. Coverage all day long on Candlepin Network. Subscribe free on YouTube. Never a charge. 24/7 Candlepin Network. Harris 7 in the strike, 7 in the box rather. After a 6-strike fill, 23 through 2. Brian Fuller Jr. 20 through 2 head to head. A 4-12 matchup. Fuller 4. It's been 1-3-6-10. The 8 in the back left. From Newburyport, Mass. Originally East Kingston, New Hampshire. 40 years old yesterday. Clipped wing eagle for Danny Harris. 2-string format. If there's a tie, a 1-string roll-off. Fuller up the wall, spare. After a spare 5, 25 through 2, 35 in the ball through 3. Harris trying to go 2 into 3, got 1. 2 left, 3, 6, 10 right. Nice off of Danny, a 9. 32 through 3. So Brian right now up 3 plus a bonus ball on lane 5 here in Exeter Lanes. Exeter, New Hampshire, 12-lane facility since 1946. Great owner and Rob Ficara and a great staff as well.
More stats in a moment, but Danny Harris's best finish across the entire Pro Series season. He had a lot of them, of course, to get to his number 4 seed, but was top of the shop in Academy doubles qualifying, got 200 Pro Series points there.
Fuller spare is 5 again. Back-to-back spare 5s, 40 through 3. First to 2 strings for another one. He got it, 3 in a row. 15 a ball through 4. Harris, 7-10 goal post. So we can bulldoze this over, a la Jeff Walsh style. Nice bid.
Yeah, the right piece of wood was really difficult to get both that, and if he hits the right piece of wood, the ball might have caromed around the 10, so that's why he didn't select that shot.
Missed left for 9. 41 through 4. And Brian Fuller up by 9 plus a bonus ball head to head. First of 2 strings, quarterfinal action, Pro Series playoffs on Candlepin Bowling Network. Fuller on the bonus. No 5 this time. 5-5 now, a spare 6. 56 through 4. Up 15 on Danny Harris, who has the 1, 3, 6, the 9 hiding behind the 3. Brian open. High single is 224. High triple 474. Out of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. And Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. Harris can't get the bounce. Has the 6-9. Brian Fuller Jr., 9-65 half. Head to head with Danny Harris. And the number 4 seed, a 9-50 half. Number 12 seed leads, 65-50. And here is Pro Series champion last year in the playoffs, Tim Douglas. Epic performance you can watch on Candlepin Bowling Network, taking on, that's the number 7 seed, the number 2 seed, Shawn Baker, no stranger to Pro Series playoffs, Greg.
The very basics is that Bowler of the Year goes to number 1 in the regular season. That was Jimbo Ayotte, who's still in action here in the round of 8. But whoever wins this will be the Pro Series champion after all these knockout rounds.
Baker drills 9 pin for a spare. Douglas the 1, 3, 6 spare chance. For a spare, missed it right. Douglas for a spare, missed left, right rather. And Baker, Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third on 10. The start is first to 2. Douglas missed left this time, missed right, missed left, 9. So Shawn Baker head to head, up 1. Bobby Wickham, injured this season, was the Pro Bowl of the Year last year, and he'll be back next year, obviously. Bob, Hall of Fame nominee for 2023. 33 years, Greg, straight with the 120 average or higher. Impressive. Baker, 8, 9 and 10. Wood to help. Douglas goes left, 1, 3, 68 in the back left.
Baker, of course, also the 3-man random draw champion, along with Zuffelato and Baker.
And there's the spare for Baker. 20 in the ball through 2. Douglas to answer. Oh, right over the 8. Shawn's high single, 213, high triple, 493, and eye-popping high 5, 793, and a high 10, 1508. Al Johnson has the world record, 1525 for 10 strings. 9 for Timmy Douglas. Out of Alley Cat Lanes, Kingston, Mass. Pair of 9s, 18 through 2. So it's shot up 2 plus a bonus ball on lane 5 here at Exeter Lanes and Shooter's Pub. Wood-winning pizza here, by the way. Great wraps, full bar. Check out Shooter's Pub, 6 Columbus Ave, Exeter, New Hampshire, for a great time. Baker, 3-2 split on the spare, 25 through 2, up 7, head to head. Douglas steals 8, 6 and 10. The 6 goes, the 10 holds. Lucky break, he'll take it. Shawn, 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. Chomps out the 2. Douglas for a spare on lane 4, right on it. 28 in the ball through 3. Excellent 2-7 matchup. Shawn Baker, nice out. He'll get an 8. 33 through 3. So Tim can take the lead with a 6 fill or higher. Baker just 3. On the bonus, Tim Douglas crossing over. 9-10 strike on spare. 38 through 3, 48 plus 2 through 4. Baker trying to kick it over. Good bid. He was right though. 1-7-9-10.
So much power out of both these bowlers, but especially Tim Douglas. He almost had a double strike there.
Shawn Baker missed left. Tough 6. 39 through 4. Tim Douglas in the lead. 45-39. He's working on a strike on lane 4.
There's a little smudge on the ink, but it's 48.
48 rather. Baker 9. 10 pin for a spare, so 48 for Tim Douglas to 39 for Shawn Baker. Douglas for a double, bang! Double strike, wow!
You know, it's funny, he nearly had a triple.
Baker missed it, that'd be a 9, tough break. 48 half, Tim Douglas. 68 plus bonus balls, the Pro Series Playoff Champion from 2022 has the lead here in the first of 2. On Grant, Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network, Justin Scally, Bob Lee on the other call on the other match with Josh Daley, Dave Barber, Jimbo and Freshy, Nick Zuffelato. Danny Harris, 1-8, spare chance, possibly. Brian Fuller on the nose, spread eagle. Brian up 65-50, both open, coming to the second half of this first string. Harris for a spare. Yes, off the wall. 16 a ball through 6, and a strike 6 to start. Fuller's open, 2, 4, 7, 10. Brian 3 spares in a row. Second, third, and fourth box fills a 5, 5, and 6. And he'll get an 8 here. 73 through 6, so Danny's down 13. We can cut the single digits. Harris, the 5-7, no wood, no luck on the spare. Trails 73-68. Fuller steals 9, also Julian with a head pin slash to fall. Harris trying to kick it over, good bid. Fuller missed it right. How many times did you see that, Greg? A 9 drop without the head pin? It seems like it's 50-50 on the conversion. Harris, 10, 78 through 7. Fuller, Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. 10, 83 through 7. Brian's up 5. Pro Series quarterfinals here at Exeter Lanes.
Nothing really to it, just we've seen a lot of big bowlers miss a lot of big singles. Timely moments. It's been happening all across the day today, at least on this pair of lanes 4 and 5.
Harris, 6 right, 2, 4, 7 left. Fuller Jr. in the pocket, 8. 5 right, 8 left. Wood to help. Harris trying to kick it over. Wow, what a shot for a spare! 88 in the ball through 8. Outstanding. Fuller for a spare, no. And Danny can regain the lead. Fuller 10, tough break. 93 through 8. Great matchup. Number 12, Brian Fuller Jr. Number 4, Danny Harris out of Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. World champion from Academy Lanes. On the bonus, 7. Takes the lead, 95-93. Wood to the right of the 5, 6-10 right. Fuller in the pocket, 9. Wiggle on the 4, holds up.
Wood here is available to sweep. That's probably Harris's best chance.
The broom is out. It won't go. Can't believe it. Fuller trying to get a mark back for the lead. He missed again. Harris, 10. 105 through 9. Fuller wasn't there, 9. 102 through 9. 3-pin lead in this first of 2. Quarterfinal matchup. One of the best bowlers in the game today, Danny Harris on the crossover diamond. Pro rate 27% without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Fuller on the nose, 8. 6-10. This should be a slam dunk.
Harris defending world champion, of course, to cap all that off.
Yep. First spare, missed the object pin, the 3, has the 5 to the left. Fuller for the spare. Yes! 112 and a ball in the 10th. 4th spare of the string. Harris, 10. 115 first string. Fuller, 4 to take the lead after 1. 224 high single, high triple, 474. 2017 Easter Classic title. from East Kingston, New Hampshire, originally, now Newburyport, Mass, since 2012. On the spare, he'll get 7, maybe. 7 it is. He'll take the lead, 119-115, with 1 string to go. This quarterfinals on Candlepin Bowling Network, Pro Series playoffs. And Brian missed 2 singles also.
Now this moment.
Current Pro Series playoff champion Tim Douglas on a double strike here in lane 5. Going for the turkey. Go left and get 7. 1-8-10. Correction, 1-9-10. 27 at first double strike box. 65 through 4. Now 75 in the ball through 5. Shawn Baker 2 in the 7. Wood to help. Douglas missed that pin, but he stole it to the back door. Illegal block in the back. Spare on double strike. 85 through 5, 95 in the ball through 6. Baker a spare. 58 in the ball through 6.
There we go.
Shawn from Glen, Mass, originally, now Haverhill, Mass. Douglas, rather, 6 in the fill. 101 through 6. Baker, he'll get 8 on his fill. 66 through 6. Tim up 35. For another mark. Inside, got the 2, leaves up the 147. Baker, spare. Back to back. 76 in the ball through 7. Tim goes for all 3 and gets it for a 10. 111 through 7. What a string. The 25-year-old Tim Douglas. Back in the pocket, 7, 8. Woodley 9. The 10 goes, just a 9. That almost went 2. Baker on the spare. In the pocket, strike! 3 marks in a row, wow! 86 through 7, 96 plus 2 through 8. Douglas, spare. 121 on the ball through 8. Number 2, Shawn Baker. Number 7, Tim Douglas. Duking it out here in Exeter. Home of the Sunday Monthly Pro League. Be live tomorrow on Candlepin Bowling Network at 9 and 12 on Facebook Live. Douglas goes left, steals 6, make it 7. 1-3, the 5 behind the head pin. 128 through 8. Baker on a strike, right down the middle, spread eagle. Clipwing eagle now, 5 in that first ball. Timmy for another one. Missed the head pin. Didn't come back this time for it.
Winner of this match will take on the winner of Barber versus Daley.
Baker chomps out the object pin. 6 on the strike. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Excuse me, 102 through 8. Tim Douglas a 10. 138 through 9. Shawn Baker 7. 109 through 9. Tim's up 29. Well, one more string to go after this box. Yeah, really. I don't eat frogs either.
I don't know, chocolate fries? Hogwarts snacks are delicious.
Just 2 granola bars on the way down, so that's all. From Haverhill. Timmy, 1, 2, 10. Baker in the pocket, 7. The triangle, 2, 4, 5. Douglas missed head pin again. He's got some good backdoor action to help on this string. Baker, 45% chance. Right in the middle, the Oreo cookie. Cream in the middle, wafers on the outside. Douglas 9, 147, first string, impressive. Shawn Baker 9, 118. So Tim Douglas up 29 through 1 with 1 string to go.
That's right.
And Danny Harris and Brian Fuller Jr., the 4 seed Danny Harris, number 12 seed Brian Fuller Jr. Update from Greg Gouillart on the first string for each bowler.
So 119 to 115 for Fuller Jr. and Danny Harris. Statistics in that match. 4 spares for Fuller Jr. and 1 strike and 2 spares for Harris, so that extra mark provided the extra advantage for Fuller, but not by much right here. Even though Fuller has 2 extra pins in hand, Danielson's just a touch stronger on the fill, so basically counters that out. And then Baker versus Tim Douglas, of course, you see the power of the double strike there. It's really 5 marks versus 4, but double strike just combines so nicely there, and that's why you have a 29-pin edge right there.
And Brian Fuller Jr., second string of 2 underway. Quarterfinals, Diamond. Harris 8, 2 in the 5. Tip to Dave Barber, Allie Barber, and Lloyd Lewis for helping out. Nate Lees helping out behind the scenes today. And Davis Bowling also as well. As usual in the Pro Series playoffs. Fuller's open. Harris spare. A chance to regain the lead. It's gone back and forth. Fuller at 10. Ryan won the first 119-115. 10-10 right now, but Danny Harris for the lead with 5 or more. Ryan right in the pocket. 2-4, 9-10. Harris missed left. Gets 6. Regains lead in the match by 2. 16-10 here in the second. Fuller, nice bid. What a try. Couldn't get to the 9. Harris on the arch of pin, nothing else. Leaving the 3-6-10.
Often did that little bit extra to try and get that extra bit of action to get across all 4 pins. It didn't work.
Ryan missed right for 9, 19 through 2. Harris chops up again for an 8, 24 through 2. Danny Harris leads the match by 1 pin in this 2-string quarterfinal Pro Series playoff from Exeter Lanes, Shooters Pub in Exeter, New Hampshire. Fuller right down the middle, a center Worcester, 1-5. Ouch. Talk about perfection. Harris, 3-2 split, 3-6-10 right, 4-7 left. Ryan, good bid. Plays out the right side, leaving up the 2-4-7. Harris missed right, 3 right, 4-7 left. Ryan, nice 10. Pins are big. 29 through 3. Harris 7, 31 through 3. Another lead change. Brian's up 2 in the match. Fourth box, second string. Fuller head pin, 2-4-7-9. Trying to sweep the wood over. Harris off to the right, 4-1 split. 1-2-4 in front, 8 behind the 2, 10 right corner. Fuller for the spare. Missed the 3, the 2-pin rather. Has the 2 and the 9. Wanted that one. Harris trying to kick it over off the wall, no kick. 4-8-10.
The wood was so far in front and was blocking the pocket that Fuller would have wanted to slice that in. Nice cut there for 10. So that's why the spare didn't work out.
Great pinning by Brian, 39 through 4 without a mark. Harrison 8, 39 through 4. So Brian's up 5. The string is tied, so Brian's up 4 in the match. Brian won in the first, 119-115. A seesaw affair in this match.
Pins are getting away from Danny here. Fuller's creating quite an advantage. 8 pins worth on the third ball.
Fuller for a strike, 9. 9 pin left up. Harris, check mark, 5 right, 2-4-7 left. This should be a layup for Brian Fuller. Got to be careful of that cap in front of that one on the left. And it goes right around it for the spare. 49.5, only 1 pin left on the board. And a spare for Harris to match. And what a match we got going here, folks. A 4-pin lead for Brian Fuller Jr., 5 blocks to go in this quarterfinal round. Shawn Baker needs some work to do. He's down 29. Timmy Douglas, 147, 118, first string win. Baker for strikes, got it. Great way to start. And Tim Douglas, match game PM.
That is a super match.
Future Hall of Famer Shawn Baker on lane 5. On the strike, 6, 1, 2, 4, 7. Defending Pro Series champion Tim Douglas on lane 4 on a strike. In the pocket, he'll get 7, 3, 6, 7. Shawn for a spare on strike. Got around the 2. 9 in the fill, 19 through 1. Douglas trying to kick it over. What a try. 9 in his strike, 19 through 1. Shawn Baker 10, 29 through 2. Douglas matches. Each copycatting each other. Strike 9. Each of the strike 9 and a 10. So Timmy is up 29 in the match.
There is also an 8-pin gap here on the third ball. So Douglas has only left 3 pins standing on the plate.
Shawn Baker. 4 spin left, the 1, 2, 4, 7. Douglas, 9, 10. Ugly leave. This wood possibly could help. You can tap it left out, right of that wood, I would believe. But that may not be enough. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got a good fastball, good kick over. Throws up to 46 miles an hour. Baker, object pin, nothing else. 2, 4, 7.
This has happened frequently with the 4 horsemen. The pins don't always cut unless you get it just right.
Douglas, good try. Wood slid behind the 10. Shawn Baker cleans it up for a 10, 39 through 3. Douglas a 9, 38 through 3. So Shawn up 1 in the string, but down 28 in the match. Still has time. We'll need some marks.
You can see on that third ball alone how explosive Baker's ball is as well. We don't happen to be seeing it here, but we'll see what he's capable of.
2-time Easter Classic winner, Shawn Baker. 4-7 spare chance. Over 50 television appearances. World records as well. 5, 6, 10 for Tim Douglas. Baker could use this. And he gets it, spare. 49 in the ball through 4 here in the second. Douglas could try again. He's up to 6-10. Nice pinning, 10. 48 through 4. Shawn Baker trying to cut it into the teens with a big fill. Baker on the nose, clipped wing eagle. 5 in the fill, 54 through 4. Douglas just 4 that time. Shawn's looking at the 3-6 right, 2-4-7 left. And now he's up 4. Douglas 1-6-10. And Shawn did a big half. Next time up to get to the semifinals. 8 box there. 62 half. Tim Douglas 8. 56 half. So the match lead right now is 23 for Tim Douglas. Paul Grant Live, Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Network. Pro Series Playoffs, quarterfinals at Exeter Lanes, Exeter, New Hampshire.
It's always interesting how Baker gets that little extra loft. I don't want to say the other L word, but when he's trying to get that little bit of extra pin action, just trying to get it a little further down lane, maybe it generates a little extra power. Whatever works.
39-year-old Danny Harris, 1-8, down 4 in the match coming in. A spare 8, Fuller a spare 7. Danny 57 half. Ryan 56 half, 3-pin lead, and just missed it. Fuller for a spare somehow. Obviously not easy to make, leads up to 6. Danny doinks it for a 9. 66 through 6. Fuller gains the pin back with a 10. 66-66. 4 blocks to go for the right to go to the semifinals. Brian Fuller Jr. up 4 in the match. Won the first 119-115. Harris on the nose. No split. 3-6. 51% pro rate without wood. Stats by Kenneth Bowling Network. Fuller. 9, 10, strike! 76 plus 2 through 7. Harris for a spare, missed it. Harris, never a good time for the Paul Grand Special. Missed the second, make the third, 10. 76 through 7. Brian up 4 in the match, and he's working on a strike.
Remember, Fuller gained 9 pins in the pinning advantage right now. That's part of the factor here, although this extra mark doesn't hurt either.
Denny's won TV a few times, won back-to-back Friday Night Pro League championships in the past. Now looking at 7-pin standing. Fuller on a strike, half west to left. Gotta love that shot, the 2 and 8.
Second ball coming, but we've seen how pesky the sleeve can be.
Harris, good bid on the object. Leads up 4. Second ball, Fuller, nice bid. 9 in the fill, big pins. 85 through 7, double-digit lead. Harris, nice out, 9. 85 through 8, Fuller 10. 95 through 8, 2 boxes to go. Brian's up 14 in the match. Danny might need a double. Unless Brian go open, he can do it 2 marks without a double, and he's got a 4-2 split. The number 12 seed leads the number 4 seed.
Done yet.
Brian's got some wobbling pins with some wood to help. Harris, this be something. 2 full. They'll need a double in the 10th. That may not be enough. Fuller, spare! Wow, what a shot! That could do it. 105 in the ball in the 9th. Harris 8. 93 through 9. Let's look at the math, Greg, right now. It's 16 right now, right? In the match. And Brian's got a spare, so Danny needs a double for sure. And that may not be enough.
Put it the wrong way around.
And that'll do it. Look at this. Picket fence, 7, 8, 9, 10. No wood, no luck. And Brian Fuller Jr., as Danny just hits the reset button, I'm not dealing with that, he said, a 6. 99 second string. And Brian Fuller Jr., the number 12 seed, ousted red hot Danny Harris, but a 290 last round, including a 163 and a 127. And Brian Fuller Jr. on to the semifinals next on Candlepin Bowling Network. 4 in the fill, 109 through 9, 7, 116, 99. Final score from Greg Gouillart.
235, Brian Fuller Jr., 214, Danny Harris. Fuller Jr. on his way to face the winner of Ayotte and Zuffelato.
Tim Douglas, Shawn Baker. Tim up 23, triangle 6, 9, 10. Shawn at least 3 marks behind. He has a post, 1, 2, 4, 7, and 10. The number 2 seed trails the number 7 seed. Douglas for a spare, yes!
Decisive.
66 in the ball through 6. Baker to answer. Inside the Augusta, Maine, 1-7-10. Lousy name for great name for bowling center. Lousy leave for the bowler. Baker is 7, 69 through 6. Tim Douglas trying to pull away to go to the semifinals and try to set back-to-back Pro Series playoff wins. Twizzling around, 7, 6 right, 7, 8 left. 73 through 6. Baker, 3-2 split.
It's at least the second time Tim Douglas has generated a bunch of action away from the head pin and get it anyway.
Douglas, good bid. He's up to 6.
The intersection was available as well, but felt more luck going that way.
Baker leads up the banana split. 4-7 left, 6-10 right. Timmy will get a wobbling 9.
Tim, can you keep
That's
the balls
it.
down there, please?
82 through 7. Shawn Baker.
Tim got that 10. That was fair contact.
It was a 10, okay. All right, so 80, is that 83? 83 through 7, Shawn Baker. 7, 76 through 7. Timmy Forsman plus the 9. Baker, triangle, 2, 4, 5. Baker needs to mark up. I need a double. Douglas. Nice spare. He got it. What a shot for a spare. 93 in the ball through 8. Baker, no. And Timmy Douglas looking good to go to the semifinals. Shawn a 10, 86 through 8. Any path to Shawn here, Greg?
Not realistically, I would say. Douglas locked this up with good count and decent pinning.
8, Phil. 101 through 8. Baker drops 9, 6 pin for a spare. Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare! Incredible! Back to back, 111 the ball. Baker open. Timmy, terrific. Tim the Tornado.
That's for sure.
Baker 9, 95. Tim Douglas, the number 7 seed, moving on to the semifinals.
You have lively enough sidewalls at Exeter, and it seems
doesn't matter, but for Baker.
It's a 10 for Baker officially, so 96.
that's what I had.
Yep. They put it wrong on the scoreboard here, so 96 through 9.
Yeah, they iced Tim Douglas. How terrible.
Tim
They iced him.
6. Once, it doesn't matter, he's going to win anyway. 117 through 9. Baker 5-9. Good run by Shawn Baker. Injured today. Terrific in that first round. He bowled after the first round bye. Douglas, almost another one. Denied 3 in a row. Shawn Baker 10. 106 seconds. A spare. Make that a spare. 106 in the ball. Or is it a 10? It's a 10. So a 10. 106 string for Shawn Baker. Tim Douglas 9. 126. Update from Greg Gouillart on the final score.
All right. Enter all that. And give you fine folks. I'll look at everything. All scores are confirmed on the overhead projector here at Exeter Lanes. So once again, 235, 214 for Fuller Jr. wins over Danny Harris. And 273 over 224. A great showing for Tim Douglas. Baker bowled well, but Tim Douglas advances.
Switch over to Justin Skelly and Bob Lee, other Candlepin Network feed, and we'll come back. We're going to sign off now. Come back for our semifinals in a few minutes here on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Yep, we'll do that with an audio timeout. That's how we do it on this stream.
All right. Thanks,
Today,
Greg
anyway.
Gouillart, Paul Grant saying so long for now. We'll see you in a few at Exeter Lanes, Exeter, New Hampshire. Pro Series playoffs semifinals to follow.
Here you go, Joshua.
do it here, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome back. It's semifinals time. Jimbo Ayotte takes on Brian Fuller Jr. 1 seed versus 12.
You got it.
Perfect.
Just will do the finals. Yeah. Okay. Back to live action. Pro Series semifinals. Exeter Lanes Shooters Pub, Exeter, New Hampshire. Paul Grant live with Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network. Pro Bowl of the Year and number 1 seed Jimbo Ayotte. Looking at the 6-7. Number 1 seed is number 12 seed Brian Fuller Jr. And what a try. Fuller spare.
All right.
Justin Scally will have the call with Greg Gouillart for the finals next for the championship. Ayotte 10, 2-string match, total pinfall, 1 string roll up if they tie. Jimbo, 32 years old, Sutton, New Hampshire. 4 in that first ball. Brian Fuller, strike! On a spare, 21, 30 plus 2 through 2. What a start. Ayotte's open. Ayotte, 17 through 2, semifinal round. Bob Wickham Pro Bowl of the Year this year. It's Jimbo Ayotte. Tim Douglas won the Pro Series playoffs. He's the other semifinal here against Dave Barber. He just defeated Josh Daley in a great match. Tim defeated Shawn Baker. And there's a strike for Ayotte. 27 plus 2. Fuller, 9 on the spare. Working a strike, rather. Going for a spare. All over it. Spare, strike, spare. What a start. 40 through 2, 50 in a ball through 3. Wow. Jimbo, 5-time Pro Series winner. 2014-15 Bowl of the Year. 3-time New Hampshire State's AE champion. And nice ball there, 9. 8-pin left up. Almost a double. Fuller feeling it. He gets 9. Almost another strike. 59 through 3. Ayotte spare. 37 through 3. 47 the ball through 4. What a start. Fuller for another one. Missed it. He's missed several singles today. And that's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third for a 10. 69 through 4. Jimbo on a spare on lane 5 here in Exeter. 3-time mixed world champion. And a strike on spare. Wow, strike, spare, strike. Full of 3-2 split. 57 through 4, 67 plus 2 through 5. Wow. Guys are bringing it here in the first of 2. Fuller chops up the head pin.
Well, my computer doesn't overheat. Jimbo Ayotte, of course, has made deep finishes in just about every single event that, going deep is a thing.
Brian Fuller is 7, 76 half. But Jimbo Ayotte working a strike, 67 down 9, but on a strike next. And here is Dave Barber and Tim Douglas.
One more note about Ayotte before we switch to this matchup. I remember he had he won the Woburn doubles with Josh Daley, and then Josh Daley knocked him out in the lead of singles. Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Dave Barber, the number 6 seed, number 7 seed, Tim Douglas. Semifinals. Barber drills 9. 3-pin for a spare. Douglas, triangle, 5, 8, 9, 7 left. Barber missed it left. Douglas leads up the Star Trek character, 7 of 9. Dave, the Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third for a 10 to start his first. Douglas 8. Dave up 2 early on. Dave from PBD Mass, 125 range bowler. High single 208. His father Jim Barber in the Hall of Fame with a high single 206. Barber in the crossover, 6'9", spare chance. 2 pieces of wood in front. Douglas crossing over, check mark right, 5 left, 3, 6, 10 right. Dave's high triple, 475, high 5, 771, spare! 20 in the ball through 2. Douglas, oh, he got it to go! The 10, back to the 5. On the rebound, 18 in the ball through 2. Dave's high 5, 771, high 10, 1406 out of Woodman Bolodrome, Woodman, Massachusetts. In the pocket, 7, a triangle, 478, 27 through 2. Douglas crossing over again, another check mark, plus the 7 this time. 5 in the fill, 23 through 2. Dave up 4 for another spare. He got it! Back to back. 37 in the ball through 3. Douglas, what a bid that was. He's up to 610. Tim missed left for an 8. Dave Barber 37, Tim Douglas 31. Head-to-head semifinals, Pro Series playoffs on Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share, like, subscribe, get notified when we go live. Always free on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. Dave Barber's fill this time is 5, leads 42-31 in the first of 2. Douglas 5, make it 6. 1, 3, 6, 10, 4 horsemen. Barber, nice bid, got it, what a shot! 3 in a row, 52 in a ball through 4. And he lucked with that 4 in a row. Douglas matches with a spare. 41 in the ball through 4.
We always say resilience is for pinning, but resilience can be there with marks as well. Not the biggest fills, but come back, make a big shot, and keep that mark chain going.
Barber in the pocket, the Matsusi special, the 5, 7, 10. No wood, no luck. 59 through 4. Douglas on the bonus, still going. Woodling 5, Woodling 8. On the spare. 49 through 4. Barber, good bid. Matt made that shot. Matt Susi made that shot here in Exeter, the Sunday Pro League last season on a spare for a spare. So I call it the Susi special. Douglas, another spare. He's got 2 in a row, 3 out of 4. 59.5 plus 1. Barber a 9, 68.5. So 68-59. Each bowler leads by 9 their respective match, but the other bowler on mark. Jimbo Ayotte on a strike.
Power of getting 1 for the seed, as they say. A clutch mark there. Single-digit gap. Remember that the average spare fill is 6.5. Average strike fill, I always mangle
8.3.
8.3.
Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network.
Thanks, Bob.
Paul B. and Bob. Jimbo 121 league average, 128 his best average ever for a year. High single 205, high triple 473, high 5 733. He is on a strike and he has a 3-2 split. Fuller, he's up the 1 and the 7. 9 fill to tie. Look at 7 in the fill, trails by 2, 68. A correction, 76-74. And Fuller a 9. 85 through 6. Jimbo Ayotte 8. 82 through 6. 3-pin lead for Brian Fuller Jr. First of 2 strings for the right to go to the finals. On Candlepin Network, Justin Scally, Greg Gouillart on that call. Brian Fuller 3. Jimbo pounds the strike zone. Left to right, 7, 8, 6, 10. Fuller in the pocket, leads up to 5 and 9. Jimbo trying to kick it over. What a try. Ball came back.
Still there.
And rolls out of play. A little ping pong action there. Fuller, 9. 84 through 7 in the first of 2. Pro Series playoff semifinals. Exeter, New Hampshire, Exeter Lanes. Jimbo gains with a 10. 92 through 8. Brian up by 2. 3 boxes to go in this first of 2. Jimbo, 3-time world champion in the mix, as I said earlier. Friday Night Pro League title. Friday Night Playoff title also, Pro League title. Brian Fuller, 2-4, 6-10. Ayotte missed left, but gets a break. The 1-3-6, 51% pro success rate without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Brian trying to kick it over, missed outside. 2-6-10. Ayotte for a spare. Off the wall. No. Good try. Thought he had it. Fuller going for the short 2. Gets an 8. 102 through 9. Correction, through 8. Jimbo ties it up with a 10. 102 apiece. What a battle. Number 1 versus number 12.
Yeah. Matching 3-mark combos of the 20 boxes and then basically level pinning. And it's only 2 apart there, and then a little extra on the fills balances it all out. 2 pins in Ayotte's favor, but Fuller Jr. is filled a little better.
Ayotte in the pocket, the hay bale, bundle of 5, 31% success rate for those without wood. Stats again by Candlepin Bowling Network, 36% on 4 horsemen's, and Fuller slid between the 4 and 7. The 4 remains. Ayotte, good bid, couldn't get to the 8. All around it. Bryant, 10, 112 through 9. Jimbo to keep pace needs a 10. 9, 111. Bryant up by 1. 1 box to go, 1 string after this. Brian Fuller Jr., 1, 2, 7. Jimbo off the wall, 7. Wood in between the 5 and 8, 7 left. So we can push it over outside, right of the 5. Brian missed right, not by much.
Ayotte is in this back half of the string, and Ayotte has 4 head pin hits. Fuller Jr. 1.
You kick it over, good try. Hit the 7, wouldn't go.
Yeah, it's wiggling.
Bad break. Difficult leave. Fuller for a 10, 8. 120 first string. Jimbo can take the lead here with a 10, and he does. What a string. 121, Jimbo Ayotte. 120 for Brian Fuller Jr. with 1 string to go. Pro Series semifinals here at Exeter Lanes, Shooter's Pub. For a great time, check out Shooter's Pub. Award-winning pizza, great wraps, full bar, large screen TV, shuffleboard, pool tables, trivia night, darts, billiards, so much more. 6 Columbus Ave, Exeter, New Hampshire. Tim Douglas on a spare. 7, 3, 6, 7. 66 half, down 2 to Dave Barber, who had a 68 half. Open coming to the second half for this first string. Dave had 3 marks in a row. 7, 5, and 7 this fills. Tim trying to kick it over. Leaves up the 3 and the 7. Barber on the diamond. Missed right. Leaves up the 2, 4, and the 8.
Douglas had the spin on that last ball, but not quite the release point. Scored 9 apiece.
Tim Douglas, 9, 75 through 6. Dave Barber, 9, 76 through 6. So Dave's up by 1. Correction, 77 for Dave, so up 2. 77, 75. Tim Douglas, 7, 8. Use that wood over on the right to kick it over. Now it's rolling back, more favorable. Dave, look at the 1, 3, 7, 8. The finals next on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Douglas for a spare. Got it. Sigh of relief. Barber, nice bid. Leads up to 3 and 7. And Tim can take the lead on the bonus.
Really, really good mark there. That wood is so tenuous. It's so easy for the ball to deflect away. Well placed.
85 ball to show. Nice. 10 for Dave on the 3-7 without wood. 87 through 7. 3 pins to take the lead on the fill from Tim Douglas. He'll want a lot more. Dave Barber's no easy out. On the bonus, 7, 3, 6 right, 4 left. Takes the lead. Barber wiggling 3 and 10. Wood in between. 92 through 7. Tim's up by 5.
And 4 marks to 3.
What a try. Barber for the spare. Bang! 97 the ball through 8. Clutch. 4th mark of the string. All spares. Throw tornado. Tim Douglas. 9. 101 through 8. First of 2 strings. Semifinals. Pro Series playoffs. On Candlepin Bowling Network. Douglas, another split, 4 left, 3, 6, 10 right. Dave Barber on the spare. He'll get 5 and takes the lead, 102, 101. Through 8 completed boxes. Timmy, good try again. Got the object, leads up to 4. Barber for another one. Just missed the 8, not by much. Thought he had it. Douglas right on for a 10. 111 through 9. Dave Barber, 10. 112 through 9. Both matches on 1 pin. Amazing.
How about that? Power of pinning coming into play here. Dave Barber has only left 2 pins on the plate. Tim Douglas only 6. That's creating the difference.
Tim Douglas forced from right the 1, 3, 6, 10. Dave Barber on the crossover strike. He's got it. 122 plus 2 in the 10th. 5 marks in a string. Douglas to answer. No, right around the 3 and 6. Trying to get to 121 with a 10. He gets 9, 120 first string for the current Pro Series playoff champion, Tim Douglas, out of Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Mass. Bowls the Atlantic Candlepin Single Store as well. Number 2, CBI Justin Waters. Barber on the nose. 2, 4, 9, 10. Not a bad piece of wood behind the 2. Working a strike, trying to get to 132 in a 12-pin lead. And he does just that. What a shot for a spare and strike. 132, 120, a 12-pin lead. 1 string to go. Pro Series playoffs semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network. Greg Gouillart on Paul Grant live. Exeter Lanes Shooter Sports Club, Exeter, New Hampshire. Greg, great match so far.
Yeah, I'm going to need a pizza after this one. Just, I know I can't put my order in remotely, but this is some thrilling match here. To have the bowler of the year, Ayotte, and the defending Pro Series champion, Tim Douglas here.
And Jay Barber, obviously a Pro Series playoff winner in the past as well. Hall of Fame resume. Definitely a future Hall of Famer.
Amazing talent bowlers here.
Jimbo Ayotte took the first string, 121, 120, 2-string format. Don't forget, there's a tie after 2 strings, a 1-string roll-off. And wouldn't that be fitting? Brian for a strike to start the second. Jimbo 4-7-8 triangle, 45% rate. And just missed outside. It's like, darn, I thought I had it. One for the 10. Splits the uprights, 10 through 1. Final string for the right to the finals. The winner obviously bowls the winner of the Dave Barber Tim Douglas match. Right here on Candlepin Network, Justin Scally. Greg Gouillart on the play-by-play. Jimbo on the nose. 9-10. He's got a decent piece of wood to the left of the 9. Fuller for a double. 8-9. Got a break. 10 pin for a spare and strike.
Ayotte got major sidewall action, otherwise this could have been a worse sleeve. It's still difficult.
The broom is out, and he got it. 20 in the ball through 2 here in the second and final string. Fuller missed it. He's missed several single pins today in our coverage. 19 through 1. And a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. 10, 29 through 2. I said it first.
Give the man his royalty.
People gotta start watching my videos. I missed so many shots by this much in my career. Jimbo Ayotte on the nose, 9. 29 through 2, up 1 in the match. Tied in the string. 2, 4, 6 right for Brian Fuller Jr. Ayotte right on it, spare. 39 in the ball through 2, back to back. Fuller trying to kick it over, won't go. 2 left, 6 right. Brian 9, 38 through 3. Jimbo Ayotte is up 2 in the match plus a ball here in lane 5 here in Exeter. Great owner Ron Ficara, great staff, Darren, Bob, the whole crew here is incredible. Shooters Pub. Ayotte in the pocket, 6, a check mark, 5 right, 2, 4, 7 left. 45 through 3, up 7 in the string, 8 in the match. And Brian Fuller Jr. with the dreaded half Worcester. Off the wall, almost. Fuller, nice bid. Left, one right. 1, 4, 7, 9, 10. Ayotte 9. 54 through 4. Fuller 7. Make it 8. 46 through 4. Jimbo Ayotte up 8 in the string, 9 in the match. On the nose, 8. 4 left, 8 right. 51% pro success rate without wood. Fuller 9. Slam dunk for a spare, the 4-pin. For a spare. Yes, got it. 64 half plus 1. Fuller on the slam dunk. Gets it. Matching spares, 56 half. What a battle here in Exeter. 64, 56. Jimbo up 9 in the match with $5 to go. Dave Barber, 132, 120. First string win over Tim Douglas, the current Pro Series playoff champion. And Dave trying to get back into the finals again. Number 6 seed Dave Barber, number 7 seed Tim Douglas. Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share this match with your friends and family. Tell them about the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Barber on the nose, 9. On a solid ball, 6-pin. Douglas for a strike, it's 9. 7-pin for a spare.
This is the rematch from the finals last year, right?
Yeah, rematch of the finals last year, that's right, Justin Scally. And right on it, spare. To start the second. Douglas to answer, bang! What a match. 12-pin lead for Dave Barber. On the money, 8, 4 and 8, 18 through 1. Timmy's turn on the spare. He gets 8, wood in between, the 3 and the 5, 18 apiece. Dave up 12 of the match. For another spare. I thought he had it. That looks so easy, but it's not. Douglas for another one. He gets it. Can cut it to single digits. 28 in the ball through 2. Barber right on 10. Good pinning. 28 through 2. 12-pin lead for Dave Barber in the match. Douglas on a spare. Dave Barber crossing over 7. That looked better than that. 5, 8, 10. Douglas on the bonus. 7, 3, 6, 10. Spare chance. spare 8, spare 7, 35 through 2. Down 5 of the match. Barber, what a try. Douglas, another one. Just missed right. Single-digit lead for Dave Barber. Final string of this 2-round semifinal Pro Series playoff match. 9 for Dave. 37 through 3. Tim a 10. 45 through 3. Tim Douglas up 8 in the string. Dave Barber up 4 in the match. 7 boxes to go. Barber so accurate in the pocket. Diamond, 27% success rate for these. Douglas half west of the 2-8. Worst possible shot, I think. Barber for spare, almost. Couldn't reach the 8. They just go a little over 1 in 4 times that shot without wood. And 1 in 5 for half westward. Douglas leads up to 4-7. 4th box, 2nd string. Barber 10. 47 through 4. Douglas 9. 54 through 4. Updating the score from Greg Gouillart.
Right now, a 7-pin advantage for Tim Douglas, so he's cut the advantage down to 5 for Barber. And we'll see Ayotte Fuller Jr. on a 9-pin match there.
Barber Forsman, 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9. Douglas in the pocket, 2-2 split, 2-4 left, 6-10 right. Barber on the money. Star Trek character, 7 of 9. Douglas trying to kick it over. What a bid. He has a more favorable lead now with a 6-10. Trying to gain a pin back. And Dave, accurate, 9. 56 half. Tim gains the pin back with a 10. 64 half. Dave Barber up 4 in the match. 5 box to go. Paul Grant live with Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network. Justin Scally, Greg Gouillart, to play-by-play next for the finals. And the post-game presentation also afterwards, and the interviews. Over 500 videos on Candlepin Bowling Network, always free. Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow like button, get notified when we go live. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Ryan Fuller Jr. crossing over with the hay bale. Not bad wood. That's on a spare, 5, 61 half. Ayotte, 9 on the spare, 73 half. Fuller for another one. Got it! Back to back. 71 the ball through 6. Who wants it more? Ayotte, bang, spare. Back to back, 4 out of 5. 83 in the ball through 6.
2 of those have been 9 fills, and every one of them, of course, preceded by another spare. So chaining marks together creates this 13-pin and a ball advantage for Ayotte.
They're both on spares.
Excuse me.
Fuller in the pocket. 8, 4, 10. Tough split. 79 through 6. Ayotte, 8, 9. Back-to-back spare 9s. 92 through 6. Fuller trying to kick it over. Good try. Leads up to 4. Ayotte for another spare. Missed it. Fuller, 9. 88 through 7. Ayotte wasn't there, 9. He missed on purpose. 9 box, 101 through 7. He didn't want to do the Paul Grant special, that's why.
Easy, boys, easy.
Fuller, 4-2 split, make it a 4. No split now. 3 more go. Now another one goes. 1-3, generous lead. Ayotte, 1-3, 6-10 for Horseman. Updating the score, Greg, the total of the match.
Moment here, it's a 14-pin match, but now a ball.
And Fuller with a spare.
For Fuller.
Ayotte trying to answer. On the nose, nothing else.
Accurate, but nothing doing, so Fuller can cut this to a single digits now.
Ayotte for the 10, gets it. 111 through 8. He won the first, 121, 120. Tight battle here in Exeter. Brian Fuller is down 14 right now, but on a spare. Looks good, but splits at 3-1. 6 right, 2-4-7 left. 104 through 8. Down 8 in the match. Perfection shot, spread eagle plus the 8 for Jimbo. Can Brian send this across? Missed left. 2 left, 6 right. And Jimbo trying to go 3 into 4. And got the 3. Leaves up the 2-4-7, the 8 behind the 2. Fuller, 8. 112 through 9. He'll need a mark. Jimbo Ayotte, 7, 8. 8 to match. 119 through 8. 8-pin lead for Jimbo Ayotte, the Pro Bowl of the year. No marks on the board. 1 box to go. And if it's a tie, it's a 1-string roll-off. Semifinals. Fuller needs a mark. Won't be easy. The Augusta, Maine 1-7-10 special. How many single pins? There's 2 single pins. It hurt earlier. And Jimbo missed one also. Jimbo going for the dagger. Half Worcester. Ouch. So Brian's got some wood to help here. He needs to convert to have any chance. Unless Jimbo gets a 2 box and Brian gets a 10. They can tie. And he missed it. 1 pin to go to the finals. And there it is. The number 1 seed advances to the finals. Brian Fuller an 8. 120 for the second time in a row, 240. Jimbo Ayotte a 7. 126. Final score 247, 240. 7-pin win for Jimbo Ayotte. Defeats number 12 seed Brian Fuller Jr. What a match.
Now the question is, will the Pro Series defending champion join him? What a matchup that would be. Or if it was Dave Barber, who currently holds the 4-pin advantage right now. Tim Douglas, 5-10. Woolworth discount. Wood to help, possibly. Dave Barber in the pocket. 4 right, 6-10. 4 left, 6-10 right. Tim is down 4 in the match. And good try. Dave has a helicopter ready to try to fly it over. This will be something. And he got it! Wow! What a shot for a spare! Douglas 10. 74 through 6. Dave Barber 66 in the ball through 6. Talk about money. Ice in his veins. Four-pin lead for Dave Barber plus a spare. Tim Douglas needs a couple of marks. One of them all last year in the Pro Series Finals against Dave Barber. Dave trying to return the favor, and just 2 in that fill. Gotta stop watching my videos on the half listers. 68 through 6. Douglas open, tough leave. 1-4-7, 9-10. Barber chops out 2, leaving up 6. Ugly box. Douglas will get a 7. And a 7 match for Dave Barber. No harm, no foul, I guess. Update from Greg on the score in the match.
Yep, so it remains the same 6-pin margin as before. 12 minus 6.
Dave Barber in the lead. The number 6 seed leads the number 7 seed. Douglas, another half Worcester. Barber crossing over, 7, Wood spinning around. 3, 6 right, 8 left, Thiessen Wood to help. Douglas trying to work out this 1 in 5 chance. He's up the 1 and the 7. Dave for a spare. No, right around the 6 somehow. He can't believe it. Neither can I. Douglas a 9. 90 through 8. Dave Barber gains a pin at 10. 85 through 8. 2 boxes to go to the right to the finals.
Yep, 7 marks to 6 for Barber, so that's the advantage right now. 7 pins.
7 pin lead for Dave Barber. Tim needs a mark or 2. That quarter west, yikes, chopping wood. Barber, 7, 3, 6, 10. 51% pro success rate on 2 and 3 pinners. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Douglas could really use it somehow, and he won't get there. Dave for a spare. Yes! Another clutch mark. 95 of the ball through 9. Douglas, nice out. 8. He might need a double now. 98 through 9. 1 box to go. Who's going to the finals?
That'll be 9.
9 for Tim Douglas, make it. So 99. After another pin fell down, 99 through 9. Update from Tim. Greg Gouillart on the score for Tim and Dave.
Dave ahead by 8 in the ball right now, so probable Douglas needed a double.
And that's going to do it.
Probably.
Barber for the dagger. There it is. 7. 102 through 9. Douglas will be eliminated. The Pro Series champion last year has been eliminated in the semifinals. Barber open. Dave returns to the finals for the 2nd year in a row. Douglas, nice out. 9. 108, second string. Dave Barber 10. 112. Dave wins it 112, 108. Wins it by 16. Final score from Greg Gouillart.
244 to 228. Sending it over to Bob's broadcast right now where we've got the finals on lanes 2 and 3. We'll be right back for that.
Paul Gray and Greg Gouillart saying so long for now. Thank you for watching this great game of Candlepin Bowling on Candlepin Bowling Network. Stay tuned for the finals next with Justin Scally and Greg Gouillart on the play-by-play.